And hello, my brave knights, princesses, and princesses, and welcome to Let's Look at Conarium. This is basically a HP Lovecraftian styled horror game. And that's about all I know about it. It's supposed to be good, apparently. Well, we'll see about that. So we're just looking at this. I'm pretty sure the eggheads of horror will probably get a hand on this, harshly critical and stuff. We'll see. But we'll see what this involves us in. This was made on the Unreal Engine and published by Iceberg Interactive, so I think I've played an Iceberg game before. Just don't remember when. And that bothers me. It's loading. So usually when it comes down to Lovecraft, it's usually something has to do with Cthulhu or Cthulhu, or however way you want to pronounce his name. Usually, because he's the most known person when it comes down to that. If not, then it's probably something I don't know.
All life is only a set of pictures in the brain, among which there is no difference betwixt those born of real things and those born of inward dreamings.
No more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
Dr. Faust, is that you?
Dr. Faust. We have some interesting contraptions.
Oh, my head. The pain. It is unbearable. At last. The pain is subsiding. I thought my head was about to explode.
Exploding head syndrome.
This device, its noises are resonating in my mind.
Observation notes of the fourth initiation session. All the participants consumed the diverse mixture 5 minutes ago, and they have entered some kind of altered state of consciousness. All of them are now vaguely mumbling in their sleep, like they are chanting something, but the sounds are not conscious. They seem restless. I detect movements in their limbs, and as always, I wonder if it's because of something that's actually seen. They're actually seeing beyond. 7:50 p.m. As always, the device is humming and glowing, but this time the atmosphere is different to the previous sessions. Whatever the reason for this might be, it feels almost like that fantastic device is signaling. Do I really need to torch me on? Not really. He just darkens it a little bit. Feels almost like the fantastic device is signaling something in a code I don't recognize. It's becoming more and more stressful to be alone here, in the midst of this cold, dim, and incense-filled room. 7:19 p.m. It sounds to me like the intensity of the subject's mumblings is much stronger now. Colors and shades are dancing on the walls and the rhythmic ins and outs of the device. I can hear the wind howling inside me, but snowstorms approaching or something even worse. 7:24. Exactly 5 minutes and 3 seconds have passed now. They have drifted beyond my area of expertise and guidance. I cannot do anything further except wish for their safe return.
Hello? Anybody here?
Probably not.
Where is everybody?
Probably did. Drawing the conclusion now.
Locked.
Locked.
Looks like we're having a power problem right now.
Oh.
Locked. It's stuck.
U-Pod Expedition Wheeler Pequod. Oh. Familiar visits in the lower chambers once more in the form of a black cat. Storm notice.
Locked.
Stop these sessions. Health notice. Attention crew members who are having problems sleeping. Examinations conducting regarding the increase of accidents recently led me to believe that the reason behind them is some kind of intense cabin fever. Symptoms of this problem are insomnia, severe headaches, seeing visions, or hearing voices. Okay. Oh good, I can run. That's a good sign. So is this going to be like a cryostasis game? Where we find frozen people and we find out what happens to them by reaching out and basically diving into their last known memory?
It's easy to get lost in this weather. I'd better stay close to the expedition base.
Fair enough. Thanks, game, for stopping me from getting lost, because my sense of direction would have been not very able to save me.
My mind is cloudy. All I can remember is the successful establishment of the Upward Antarctic base. And after that, nothing is clear in my mind.
Don't know what I need tape for, but you know what? I'll take it.
Tank is empty.
That explains a lot.
Locked.
I almost missed that. I thought it was tweezers at first, and I was like, wait a second. Oh hey, it's a mountain of madness. Sweet. I know that book. There is a game based off of that book too. Haven't played it, but I heard it's a pain to get through.
What's that?
Something. I guess we should go find out what. Do I dare go into the infirmary?
Oh, it smells awful in here. It's stuck. Locked. Locked.
Okay, it's an elevator. Don't want to go anywhere yet. Anywhere important.
It's stuck.
Psychoactive plants Sahiti and D verse Shay. Yep. Statement of consent. By signing this document, you are agreeing to the terms written below. False statements made knowingly or willfully, including affidavits or other supporting documents submitted herewith, may be punishable. I hereby declare that I consent to perform my daily duties to the best of my ability, listen to the judgment of the expedition leader, Dr. Frost, and participate in a series of medical sessions as needed at the UO Arctic base. The risks of participating in aforementioned medical sessions have been fully explained to me. Any questions I have regarding the procedure, why it is necessary, its benefits and risks have been answered to my satisfaction. Fascinating. That's why people die. Because they don't read the PS on the back that says you probably will die. Still stuck. Okay.
Locked. Locked.
Mannequins.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
It's locked.
I guess it's as good as mine.
Locked.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Nikolai, go get the portrait.
Locked.
Let's see. Blake, I'm coming in. If you don't mind. Not sure what I'm trying to do here.
It's stuck.
I think it has to do with this death. Oh, it was a trophy item. I couldn't even read it. After our haphazard and momentary aerial exploration of the unholy, utterly alien cyclopean maze of square, curved, and angled blocks we could detect most of the locations revealed by the previous Miskatonic University expedition leader, the Professor Emeritus William Dyer, but what we were looking for is not there inside the haunted Shogath ruins. According to various sources, should be in the much older ruins beyond the Elder City, right on the edge of a mountain beyond the Mountains of Madness. Aha! It was built over a location deeply shunned by even the Elder Things, and built on before the colossal city Dr. Dryer's team explored. Now we set foot upon lands no one has ever been before. A vast mass of dry land around the South Pole, which rose from the primal waters when the Old Ones seeped down from the stars, a place so evil most of the arcane sources hesitate to record it all, while some murals within the Elder City depicted it with obvious repugnance and trepidation. Fascinating. What do I do about this?
Stuck.
Okay, so it's green. There we go.
Who are you?
I'm Frank. Frank Gilman.
Is that so?
Is there a problem with that?
My name is Frank Gilman, an anthropologist joining this expedition upon the invitation by Venerable Dr. Faust himself.
This thing is claiming that it's me. That's absurd. Why? Where is everybody?
They are here.
I don't see anybody around. Are you sure?
Yes.
What do you know about Dr. Faust?
He is the Grand Mastermind and the pioneer of this expedition.
Okay, Frank. Tell me, why are you here exactly?
I am here because of my extensive knowledge on the human pineal gland. I am one of the Conarians.
Conarionaut?
Voyagers beyond.
Beyond? What beyond? No answer.
Of course, because he doesn't want to tell you.
You're claiming that you are me, Frank Gilman, but you are just a machine.
And you are just air.
He has sort of a point.
Air? What do you mean by that? It doesn't answer me.
Fascinating.
Locked. Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
Well done, us.
Locked.
Come on. One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trip. It has a third eye on its forehead as well as its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowledge, because allusions to knowledge and elder things recur all the time in almost every bas relief we have discovered so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabit these halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Several other examples of the composite sculptures ranging from humanoid to reptilian in shape. They are mostly damaged and generally in a bad shape. These parts were completed by the artist's imagination. The abundance of five-pointed shapes seen in the designs of the structures we've come across cannot be overlooked. In addition, most of the elegant figures adorning and staring silently from above, most of the gigantic archways are reptilian in shape. This grotesque masonry caused an uproar with the countenance that roar on its reptilian face. When we found it residing within the almost substantial darkness of the cave where it had carved in eons past, some of the crew even claimed that they had heard some muffled laughing sounds coming from within it. The pine cone it was guarding or hiding with its humanoid hands had some symbols carved into it which we were yet to decipher. Huh. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same my nocturnal visions, but now he is holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During working hours, sometimes I hear his voice through the radio. It's not some form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, but I hate the idea of suspension of basic. Sorry I'm yawning so much, I'm a little tired. I am inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just faint and fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass into a state of dormancy, somewhere I can explore while I'm dreaming the vistas of grandeur, an alien prospect in unnatural positions of vividly expressing the outer extent of this world I have yet to discover. If only I was endowed with the artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that all this became evident after this Conarium session had started. Even though I am not one of the participants, I am somehow affected. I feel I am absorbed, while in an unconscious state, into the oblivion, crossing the line between the wall of sleep. L. Ferguson. Ah, key.
It's locked. Locked.
Of course, the last two are locked, of course. Right. I guess now we can go upstairs.
This is Upward Expedition Base. Pequod, please come in. I repeat, this is Upward Expedition Base. Pequod, do you hear me? If there is someone who can hear me, please, come in. Some electrical condition in the disturbed air seems to prevent communication.
Oh, wait.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
I've noticed a very curious and dangerous development in the psychological condition of the whole crew that compels me to record this note as an initial diagnosis report. The problem is especially intense for three subjects, Dr. Barlow, Dr. Answer, and Frank Gilman, whom I've been inspecting closely since the onset of their psychological degradation. During the past 2 nights, the aforementioned subjects awoke screaming in their beds, thus affecting and demoralizing all of the crew members. When I spoke to them personally, I noticed some serious deviation in their behavior patterns. As time progressed, I noticed deep changes in their mental conditions. When really pushed, they clearly started to behave like someone else, which led me to believe I was facing some sort of multiple personality disorder, but it was too early to draw any conclusions. Other subjects are not too far a cry from their normal personalities, but the difference is, of course, obvious. Their condition is getting worse day by day, and a serious medical examination is needed to be carried out on everybody displaying these symptoms. I have informed Dr. Faust and warned him about the consequences. He looked worried, but nevertheless hasn't mentioned it to me since. With the weather conditions we have been having lately, it seems extremely unlikely that we shall receive professional help from the outside world, or will be able to send anybody away to a thorough medical examination, which is the only sane thing to do under the circumstances.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
It's locked.
Interesting. Right then. So, as I said with every game I play that I look at, if you guys want to see more of this game, say so. But until then, leave a like and subscribe, because there's always room for more, and see you on the next video. Goodbye, everybody.